The forbidden blue world, the crew of the deep space ship, Pioneer Wind, had seen many strange things during their journey. They had traveled across nebula clouds, silent asteroid fields, and old star systems. But when they reached the edge of Sector 9, they found something they had never expected. A giant warning beacon floated near a cold red sun. It flashed a single message in every known galactic language. Do not approach Planet 3. Marked, off limits. Planet 3 was Earth, Captain. Liam stood silently at the window, watching the blue and green world turn slowly in space. His crew sat around him confused. Why would Earth be marked like that? Asked Nora, the ship's science officer. It's just our home. It's been empty for over 100 years. We left it when the Great Departure happened. Exactly, said Riku, the engineer. It should be nothing but forests, oceans, and old buildings, no threat. But the beacon said otherwise. They had heard rumors before, whispers in old space stations, stories told by drunk traders in dark corners. Aliens feared Earth, not because of what was there now, but because of what had once been there. Let's go in, Liam said finally. Carefully. The crew looked uneasy, but no one argued. As the ship moved closer, the warnings grew stronger. New signals appeared on their screens. Old Earth satellites still orbiting the planet, reprogrammed with strange code. Some sent out static, others sent warnings, turn back, this place is cursed, but humans were curious, that's what made them different. Pioneer Wind slipped into the Earth's orbit. The planet looked peaceful. Clouds floated across blue skies. Green jungles covered the land where cities once stood. Rivers still ran like silver threads. It looks alive, Nora said softly. They scanned the planet. No human signals. No power grids. No active cities. But something strange pulsed from deep underground. A quiet energy. Something's still on down there, Riku said, frowning. It's big. And old. They found the signal's source, a mountain range once called the Rockies. Under the peaks something was active. Machines? Energy core? The scans were not clear. We'll send a drone, Liam decided. The small explorer drone dropped through the clouds and flew over the forests. It moved like a silent bird, following the signal to a ruined bunker hidden under vines and stone. The doors were open. Someone's been here, Nora said. Recently, the drone entered the bunker. Lights still worked. Inside, machines blinked. Screens flickered. One screen turned on fully. Words appeared. Welcome back. You should not have returned. The drone stopped. The signal it was following grew louder, almost like a heartbeat. Suddenly, the bunker's systems came to life. The drone sent images of long tubes opening, and something inside them moving. Then the feed cut off. The crew stared at the blank screen in silence. I think we just woke something up, Riku whispered. Liam didn't speak. His eyes were still on the world below. What had Earth become? And why had the galaxy feared it? They were about to find out. The echoes beneath the Earth. The silence on the Pioneer Wind felt heavy. Everyone stared at the last frozen image from the drone. Rows of old sealed tubes inside the hidden bunker. One had opened. Something inside had moved. No one spoke for several seconds. Captain Liam finally turned to Nora. Any signs of life? She shook her head. No heartbeat, no breathing, but I'm picking up heat. Whatever woke up is warming fast. Riku leaned forward. It means whatever that thing was, it's alive. Maybe not in a way we understand, but it's definitely not dead. Let's not jump to fear, Liam said. It could be an automated defense system, or leftover tech from before the Great Departure. Nora frowned. But who's keeping it alive for 100 years? That question hung in the air. They sent a second drone, this one built for combat and recording. It dropped through the sky quickly, entering the same bunker. The doors had closed. Metal walls had sealed tight. The drone hovered near the entrance, scanning. As it did, a voice, low, cold, mechanical, echoed from its speakers. Protocol 7A, Earth secure, no access granted, leave. The crew looked at each other, alarmed. It spoke in old Earth code, Nora said slowly. Military tech. Very old. Who gave the command? Riku asked. There's no one down there. Earth is empty. Maybe not anymore, Liam said. Suddenly, the drone's signal dropped again. A sharp flash appeared on the monitor before it went black. A strong pulse hit the ship like a wave of energy from below. Alarms beeped, lights flickered. Nora checked the readings. The signal, it's spreading now. It's not just coming from that bunker. It's waking up other systems. There are hundreds, no thousands, of similar bunkers across the planet. Riku cursed under his breath. What did we trigger? They watched Earth as old structures rose from under the forests. Metal, towers, energy grids, drone nests. It was like the planet itself was rebuilding. It's a defense network, Liam said. This planet wasn't abandoned. It was prepared. For what? Nora whispered. Liam stared at the swirling clouds below. For war. The systems came online faster now. Satellites lit up. Ancient AI cores activated. Defense platforms from Earth's final wars powered up, turning slowly like they were scanning the skies. A message appeared on their ship's comm screen. Simple, cold text. Earth is not a grave. Earth is not forgotten. Earth is watching. Then came another signal. An open broadcast sent out to the galaxy. They decoded it quickly. Intruders have breached Earth's surface. Protocol 9 in effect. If you are not human, leave. If you are human, prove it. Liam and his crew stared at the message. Prove it? How do we prove we're human? Riku asked. Another message followed, and this one sent chills through them all. Humanity was not weak. We chose to sleep so others could rise. You woke us. Now show you are one of us, or be erased. The crew knew then, the galaxy hadn't marked Earth as off-limits out of pity. It was fear. Something had been left behind. Something powerful. Something with one mission. Protect Earth. At all costs. And now it was awake. The test of blood. And the crew of Pioneer Wind stood frozen in the command deck. The message kept repeating on the main screen. If you are human, prove it. What kind of test is this? Riku asked, voice tense. We're humans, born on Mars, trained on the moons of Titan. We carry the Earth's name. Nora stared at the screen. That might not be enough. Earth systems are old. They might not recognize us as their own. They could be looking for something else. Something deeper. Liam remained quiet. Then he gave a short command. Begin scanning. Old Earth genetic codes. Compare with our own. See what it might be looking for. Nora nodded and got to work. Minutes passed as machines hummed and data flashed across the screens. Got something, she said finally. Before the Great Departure, Earth used genetic keys. High-security military systems were locked to DNA signatures of first Earth citizens. Do we match any of them? Liam asked. Nora shook her head slowly. Not exactly. Our DNA has drifted too far. We've adapted to space, radiation, new medicines. Earth might not recognize us as true. Then we need to convince it, Liam said. Outside, Earth changed faster now. Huge towers rose from under the oceans. Swarms of defense drones poured from mountains. A net of satellites circled the planet, pulsing with energy. One of the orbiting defense platforms turned toward Pioneer Wind. Its weapons lit up, charging. Riku's hands flew over the controls. It's locking onto us. Before they could act, a voice, old and human, boomed through their speakers. Not digital, not artificial. It was a recording. This is Commander Hale of the Earth Legacy Defense System. If you hear this, then Earth has awakened. If you carry our blood, prove it. Answer this. What is the final code of the Terran Oath? Liam froze. His eyes went wide. I know that, he said. It's something my grandfather used to say. He made me memorize it when I was a kid. He took a deep breath and spoke. We are the flame that never dies. We are the storm that shields the weak. We are Earth, forever unbroken. Silence followed. Then the lights across the planet blinked and turned green. The weapon platform powered down. Nora whispered, "It worked?" A new message appeared. "One of true blood has spoken. Access granted. Earth welcomes its children home." Suddenly, a flight path opened through the atmosphere. The cloud layer split, revealing a huge metal city buried beneath the trees. The systems had reactivated it. Buildings lit up, roads cleared of vines and rubble. "It's inviting us in," Liam said, almost in disbelief. But they all knew what had just happened. Earth had tested them, not just their biology, but their memory, their loyalty, their soul. And now the galaxy would know. Earth was no lost world. It was a fortress, a guardian, and it still remembered its own. The city that waited. The pioneer wind began its descent. The path through Earth's sky was smooth, guided by ancient systems now fully awake. The clouds parted without storm. Drones hovered silently around the ship, watching, scanning, escorting. Below them, the forest opened wide, revealing something impossible. A city, giant, shining, untouched by time, rested in the middle of green wilderness. Metal towers stood tall like sentries. Roads were smooth, without cracks or weeds. Buildings were covered in strange solar glass that still glowed with stored energy. "Nothing's broken," Nora said in awe. "It's like someone pressed pause 100 years ago." "No dust, no rust," Riku added. "It's cleaner than any station we've ever seen." The ship landed in a wide square in the heart of the city. The ground underneath had symbols burned into it, old Earth languages combined with coded markings. They stepped out slowly. The air was fresh, crisp. Artificial systems were clearly maintaining the environment. They walked in silence through the open gates of what looked like a large command building. Inside, walls lit up as they passed. Screens activated. A central hall opened before them, and then it spoke again. "Welcome, blood of Earth. You are few, but you are known." A figure appeared, not real, but a perfect light projection. It was an old man in a simple uniform, his eyes kind but sharp. The same voice from the earlier message. "I am Commander Hale. This is a pre-recorded message for the children of Earth, if they ever return." The crew gathered around. No one interrupted. "This city is Haven Core, one of 7 across the planet. We built them when we knew the galaxy would change, when Earth could no longer hold all her children. We sent you out, not because we failed, but because we chose to survive differently. We left behind what was too powerful, too dangerous. We feared what we had become. But we didn't destroy it. We locked it away." The lights in the hall dimmed. A map of Earth formed in the air. Red zones lit up. Deep underground chambers. Sealed vaults, bunkers beneath deserts and oceans. If you are watching this, then one of those things has awakened, and Earth is responding. It remembers its purpose, but it cannot choose friend or foe on its own. That's why we left the key in you. Prove yourselves worthy and or let Earth burn itself clean again." The map faded. The image of Commander Hale bowed once, then vanished. Silence returned. Riku whispered, "He said one of those things. What kind of things are we talking about?" Nora looked pale. "Weapons? Experiments? AI? Mutations? Maybe all of them?" Liam nodded slowly. "Whatever it is, it's not just waking up, it's calling the rest." A new screen flickered on. An alert message. "Threat level 2. Deep vault activity detected. Site Theta 9. Organics uncontained. Lockdown failed." Nora stepped closer. "That's not far. Less than 200 miles. Earth wasn't just a sleeping world. It was a locked cage, and now the cage was breaking." Liam looked at his crew. "We need to go there," he said, "before whatever's down there spreads." Outside, Earth hummed with life. The machines had not forgotten their duty. Neither had its last defenders. Vault Theta 9, the journey to Site Theta 9 was quiet, too quiet. Pioneer wind flew low over the thick forests and broken mountains. Beneath the canopy, signs of strange activity became more visible. Trees bent in unnatural directions. Ground scorched in perfect circles. Wildlife missing. It was as if the land itself had pulled back in. Fear. "We're getting energy readings from the vault," Nora reported. "But there's also organic movement. Lots of it." "Animals?" Liam asked. Nora shook her head. "Not animals. Patterns are wrong. Too fast. Too organized." The vault appeared in a wide valley surrounded by cliffs. At first it looked like just a hill, until the top of the hill opened up like a steel flower, revealing black metal doors, massive and torn open. Parts of the ground around the vault were cracked, scorched, as if something had burst out. The ship landed nearby. The crew geared up in protective suits, though they weren't sure what protection would help if Earth's worst secrets were loose. "Stay close," Liam ordered. "No hero moves. We find out what happened. We document it. Then we leave." As they stepped inside, the air changed. It was colder, thicker, and buzzing with low sounds like the hum of insects mixed with breathing machines. Lights on the walls blinked slowly, running on backup power. Everything inside the vault was built for durability. Dark metal, thick walls, deep tunnels. "What was this place built for?" Riku whispered. They passed rows of empty stasis chambers. Some were smashed open. Others had strange, dark liquid dried inside. The deeper they went, the more symbols they saw. Warning signs in every language, including ones none of them recognized. Then they found it. A central chamber, massive, round, and hollow. In the middle stood a containment ring, cracked. The machine that had once filled it was gone. But trails of dark, oily substance marked the walls and floor. Nora scanned it. This isn't just organic. It's machine-grown tissue. Part bio, part tech, self-building, adaptive. Liam stared at the broken machine mount. What was inside? Before anyone could answer, something moved above them. A shape, fast, thin, crawling like a shadow across the ceiling. Then another, and another. Eyes. "Up," Liam shouted. Red dots lit up in the dark. Claws clicked. The crew stood back to back, flashlights sweeping through the room. One of the creatures dropped to the floor just outside the light. It stood upright for a moment, watching. Its skin was smooth, almost like armor. Its face had no eyes. Just a single red glow in the center. It tilted its head. Then it spoke. Not with a voice, but with a sound that hit directly in their minds. "You are late." "The fire has gone cold." Nora stumbled back. "It's in our heads." Riku raised his weapon. "I don't care what it is. We need to get out of here. Now." Liam didn't move. He stared at the creature. "What are you?" The creature moved closer, more gathered in the shadows behind it. "We were made to win wars," it said. "But Earth left us sleeping. We dreamed of battle. Now we are awake and hungry." Suddenly the lights in the vault flickered, then turned red. Defense systems came online. Hidden turrets dropped from the ceiling. Alarm sirens blared. The vault was reactivating, too late. The creatures rushed forward. The war that never ended. The first creature lunged. Liam fired. Energy rounds lit the darkness, hitting the creature's armored body. It screamed, a horrible, high-pitched noise that echoed inside their helmets, but it didn't fall. It only slowed down. "Fall back," Liam shouted. The crew scrambled out of the central chamber, firing as they moved. The vault's defense systems kicked in. Turrets unleashed blue beams and kinetic slugs. But the creatures moved fast, leaping from wall to wall, dodging like shadows. "They're not just strong," Riku shouted, breath short. "They're smart. They're learning how we fight." "They were designed for war," Nora yelled. "And they've had 100 years to think." The team made it into a side tunnel. As they passed through a thick blast door, Liam slammed the control panel. The door hissed shut just as two of the creatures reached it, slamming against it. With terrifying force, boom, boom. Scrapes, growls, then silence. They were sealed in, For now. Liam looked around. They were in a control room. Dim lights flickered, screens blinked slowly to life. Ancient systems hummed again. A console near the back showed status logs in broken text. Nora ran to it, fingers flying over the keys. This vault held a test. Unit 1 of 7. It was called Project Emberborn. A prototype for a new kind of soldier. She paused. They were made from human DNA, but twisted, fused with adaptive tech. They could learn, grow, evolve. Think like humans. Fight like machines. They were weapons, Riku said. Perfect soldiers. No, Liam said, his voice flat. They weren't just weapons. They were what Earth feared it might become. So we buried them. A new log appeared on the screen. Vault Theta 9 breached. Containment failed. Directive 13 authorized. Total planetary purge if threat spreads. Riku's face went pale. If these things get out, Earth itself will destroy everything, the cities, the defenses, even us. Liam nodded. It's a last resort. Earth doesn't trust anyone with these creatures, not even humans. The sound of claws returned. Above, below, around. They're hunting us, Nora whispered. Liam stepped to the console and keyed in a command. Is there any way to lock them back in? Freeze them again? Nora shook her head. Containment chambers are offline, but we might have one option. A purge signal. It'll trigger a failsafe. Wipe out everything inside this vault. Including us, Riku said. Liam looked at the timer on the screen. Manual override 3 minutes. He sighed. Prepare to run. We'll trigger it and escape. Or die trying. As Nora set the purge countdown, something behind the wall laughed, not a sound from a throat but a pulse in the mind. You left us behind. Now we will leave nothing behind. The lights went dark. All systems shut off. The creatures had cut the power, but the countdown kept ticking, running on its own line hidden deep in the city's root code. Liam turned to the crew. We finish this here, or Earth will. They nodded. No fear now, only purpose. They were not just visitors. They were the last line of defense. Earth's last defense. The emergency lights cast a red glow through the control room as the final countdown ticked on the screen. 2:59. 00:02:58. Every second felt like thunder. Outside, the sound of clawed feet scraping metal echoed closer. The Emberborn were coming. Nora worked fast, syncing her wrist console to the purge signal. This will wipe the entire vault, maybe the valley, but it won't stop them if they've already spread. We'll have to draw them in, Liam said. All of them. Back into the vault, then shut the doors. Riku checked his weapon. That means bait. Liam nodded. That means us. The plan was simple. Get the creatures to chase them back into the central chamber, the kill zone. Then trigger the lockdown just seconds before the purge. They ran. Through dark tunnels lit by flickering emergency lights, past broken stasis chambers, and strange symbols painted in old blood. As they moved, the shadows moved with them. The Emberborn came like a wave, from the walls, from the ceilings, from holes in the ground, fast, silent, eyes glowing like red stars. The crew fired in short bursts, weapons hot, no time to aim, just survive. Nora took a hit, clawed in the shoulder, but kept running. Riku threw an energy mine behind them. The blast tore through a cluster of Emberborn, buying them seconds. They burst into the central chamber. The broken containment ring still sat in the center like a wound. Nora slammed the vault's control panel. The doors began to close. 41. More. Creatures poured in, leaping through the narrowing gap. One tackled Liam, slamming him into the wall. The thing's breath was cold, its skin like armor, but Liam grabbed its head and pushed his wrist console into its core. For Earth, he triggered the override. The creature froze, paralyzed, and fell. 22. The team reached the edge of the chamber. Now, Nora shouted. They leapt through the escape corridor just as the vault doors slammed shut behind them. The Emberborn inside screamed, not in fear, but in fury. Then the world shook. The purge hit like thunder. A blast of white light ripped through the vault, tearing through the chamber, melting steel and bone, erasing everything inside. The mountain above collapsed. Silence followed. Ash drifted from the sky. The pioneer wind picked them up outside the valley. Nora's arm was wrapped in bandages. Riku limped. Liam stared out the window at the smoking crater that had once been Site Theta 9. "It's done," he said quietly. "For now," Nora added. Liam nodded. "We stopped one vault, but there are 6 more." The screen on the ship flickered too. Life again. Earth's central AI sent a new message. "Humanity has returned. Threat confirmed. Legacy command reactivated." Below, across the planet, other cities lit up. Other vaults unlocked. Other systems awoke. Earth wasn't just waking up, it was remembering, and it would never be unprepared again.